Can he drive?
Can he drive? You know what DK stands for?
Donkey Kong?
Drift King.
Drift. What do you mean, drift?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my review-ish of The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. Came out in 2000, I can't remember. I think 2006. Anyways, so I'm just going to get the ranking out of the way. This is my second favorite, behind Too Fast, Too Furious, and in front of the original. One thing about this film is, something I mentioned in my last review, is that Too Fast, Too Furious kind of more streamlined, like focused, was more focused, had a more straightforward plot. This one was even more straightforward. It was literally just, like, to simplify it, of course, extremely, is Sean has to beat the bad guy, you know? And there's a couple of little stuff in there, but that little stuff was basically just more stakes. It wasn't actually furthering the plot any way. It was just kind of making the weight of things heavier, if that makes any sense. I find it funny how I always thought this movie was like the most stylistic movie of all the what I was about to say, Tokyo Drift, of all the Fast and Furious ones, like, I guess brightest I could describe it, but it really wasn't. I kind of talk about like editing and filmography in these videos, and this one just seemed bland, and that's kind of a really good way to like encompass all of Tokyo Drift. Was interesting but bland. Like, all the characters were just kind of like, I just started to like, I know it was only the second film with Paul Walker, but I was just starting to like Paul Walker. Like, in the first movie he was really nothing, but then in Too Fast Too Furious he was like kind of, you know, not quirky or anything, but actually had some character to him. And then they drop him for Sean, who is just dumb smiles. Like, not even smiles. He just kind of looks stupid all the time. Like, I'm not a big fan of Sean. Most of the Fast and Furious characters are just characters that I'm just kind of like, you know, they serve their purpose, but then Sean as the lead really doesn't work. He's just kind of boring. Like, I don't empathize with him. He's like a troublemaker, but also the hero. It just is so typical, and I'm just like, you know, like, I've seen this done better before. The girlfriend was another just, oh, I'm supposed to like the bad guy, but I don't, you know. It's it was fine. It was more, the only reason why I'm putting it above the Fast and the Furious, the first one, is because it was just more entertaining to watch. Something about this was, I found the actual car, because this was actually all about racing. I feel like the past, you know, films haven't not been about racing, but they've been stuff like with the truck chase in the first one, and then the whole money caper deal in the second one. This one actually was like all about racing, you know. So, and I feel like just adding the drift aspect into it made it, you know, a whole stylistically improved. So now the racing was actually entertaining to watch, rather than, if you watch back on the other ones, the races in those were just zooming on the eyes, watch the cars go by, you know, watch their hand go steering wheel. Very interesting, not interesting, very able to watch for two films. That's why they didn't race just the whole time. But then to have a whole film about racing and then to, you know, change it up with the drifting, it's such a dumb thing for me to talk about and mention, but, you know, it works. One thing I was very interested in seeing, I was like, hey, Vin Diesel at the end, they're like, hey, we got a new guy. I thought it was going to be Paul Walker. It's like, hey, I knew him. But then it was Vin Diesel. I'm like, hey, I know him. That's cool. I don't normally, like, I didn't think I was going to have that kind of feeling while watching one of these, but I was like, hey, I know Vin Diesel. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Yeah. But anyways, that is my review-ish. The fourth one is next, simply titled Fast and Furious. Stay tuned for the rant about the naming conventions of these movies. But yeah, this is second on the list. I still liked Too Fast and Too Furious, mainly because of the characters. But yeah, that's my review. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for tomorrow with more Fast and Furious. Video over.